All right, hey everybody, Hrph here. Welcome to the garage update for Drive Beyond Horizons. So, just a little explanation of where I'm at. So, this is a brand new playthrough from me, this particular world, or, this car. So we're up to 57 of 59, so I think all I need... I was at 58, and then I hit... I hit a telephone pole going too fast, and my windshield got broken. And this floor mat is wrong. You can see it's yellow, not green. So I need a right floor mat, and I need a windshield for this. But with the garage update, we can actually buy these things. So to that end, I am just out on the road. We are at one of these little chameleon gas stations. Happens to have a ATM, so we're going to utilize the ATM because you can now find money, like cash and gold bars out in the world, and there's a quest system now. I don't know if this... I don't think this POI has the computer, so I can't show you the quest system, but what... is this the... This isn't the computer, right? Yeah, it's just the screen. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is just upload, what I want to do is upload this car, although I don't think I can do that here either, can I? Dang it. Well, I'm going to get rid of the cache that I have. So, let me explain. So, the new garage update, you can, but essentially you can, save a car to an external garage. This is a gold bar that I found. And you can put these in the ATMs. It's worth $1,000. Boop, deposit. See down on the left, it says I got $1,000. So we're up to 5,200. So yeah, you can go through a playthrough. You can build a car, and then you can upload it to your garage. Essentially saves a copy of the car. The garage is a separate, entity from any of your save games. Essentially just uploads, your car doesn't disappear, it just uploads a copy of your car to your garage. And you can go to another game and pull that copy down, and that copy stays in the garage until you delete it out of the garage. And again, the garage is a separate, is this $925? I had a lot of money in this car. Nice. Nice. So there's a bunch of new features to this game. One of which is the ATM. Like I said, you can find cash on the ground. You can find these gold bars occasionally. I've only found them so far at billboards, but I have found 3 or 4 of them over time. This is a part sucker. It lets you upload parts. Let's see if this is something I care about. Probably not really. You know what, we get a turbo. I'll just show you how it works. So you grab the turbo, you throw it on the pad, and you hit upload, boom, and it sucks it up like a big vacuum, and it goes off into an inventory system that does have limited space, and I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. This is some kind of... I don't think this functions in the world, but these are things that you have at your garage. This is a battery charger, so you can actually charge a battery if it's got fuel. So this one has a bunch of petrol. Does there happen to be a battery laying around? I actually have never done this, so... I do have a thing. I got a thing. Yeah, I don't see a battery. So, yeah, I'm not going to take the battery out of the car just in case. But, yeah, so anyway, you can charge batteries. You can repair tires, apparently, with something similar to this. If this isn't it, I can't interact with this in the real world. But there is a tire repair at the garage. So... among other things, there's a lift so that you can customize. So I'm just gonna keep blabbing, but I'll get on the road. You know what I'll do is I will turn the. How do I adjust? How do I turn off the radio? I may have to sit over here and do it. I want to remove the radio. There it is. There we go. All right, let's sit over here. So we're going to go down the road. I want to find a place where I can upload this car to my garage. Oh, this might be a spot right here. And then we're going to go into the garage and visit. But I do want to go over a couple of issues that I've had with cars from previous playthroughs. So if you've never seen any of my videos, not that they're amazing, but I do go through and build. I have a playlist on YouTube where I went through and built, although I don't think I showed every single car, but I have built all the cars available in the game currently. And we just have to pull in here in front of this thing. So this is the way to upload your car. So I am going to get out. Reason I wanted to use the ATM was because I had just stored crap in the car. So the upload process doesn't seem to do well with things that you have in the car or attached to the car. And I will explain that again. I haven't fully built this, so the wheels are different colors and everything. And that wheel's moving on its own. So I don't think I have anything in here. I don't think I have anything attached to it. So a couple of previous cars. So I've uploaded, let's see, the cart from the back rooms, a Muscoat, a GTR, and a Golf. Although this is now renamed. This is an old one, right? So this is from a previous save before the garage update. They've renamed this car the Bonphiac, but apparently this carries over, you know, traits from the original, so it's still called a Golf there. But it is now a Bonphiac. So I'm going to click on an empty spot and just say save the vehicle. So this will upload the Bonphiac. And we can just click exit to get out. Now the car doesn't go away, right? And a copy of it is just uploaded to the garage. And I'm not even going to bother looking around in here. Although there might be some cash in here. Usually on this little table, right? There's some cash. So there's $200. But I don't believe there's an ATM here to upload it. Oh, there's a little more. $10. They're ready for a reckoning. Oh, here's the computer, by the way. Forgot about that. So we can click on this computer. And there's several things that you can do. This is a part shop. So you can come in here. And you can buy any missing parts. Now, you know, you have to find currency or do jobs, which I'll explain in a second. You can click on any of these vehicles. Let's do, because we have the Bonphiac, right? So this will scroll through a list of all the parts for your car. Previously, I was going out and looking at, I had found a wiki, and maybe I'll post a link to that wiki in the description of the video, but... So yeah, you're missing a part. Like I did this, and I'll show it to you when we get to the garage. Specifically for, you know what we'll do? Let's see if we can find the floor mats, because I need to buy one. Where are the floor mats? Floor mat. I have to lean in because my eyes are bad. Headlights, glove box. Oh, here we go. I need the... I'm assuming left is driver's side. So I'm going to buy the right one. What does it say? It's $850. So I bought that. That will automatically show up in your... it'll show up in the same spot where I shot the turbo previously at the last POI. So these two things, you can buy all the toys and gadgets and stuff. I would not recommend attaching these to your car. and sending them to the garage with them attached, just because I couldn't get rid of some things. And it might not be the new version. It might be a conversion from, like I said, the previous version. When you update the game, it converts your old saves to the new style saves, I guess. And what I should have done was remove all of those things that were stuck to the car before I did that. Now, you don't know that until you do it and screw it up. This is a quest system. So you can find parts out in the real world and send them into the you know, how you turn in the quests. And again, we don't have that machine to show you, but we will do that. So I have 2 accepted quests right now. One is just for a Musco tire. One is for a Dada real bumper. So I'm not going to really pay attention to these because at the moment, because we're going to go to the garage next. This is the same screen as that what we did outside where we uploaded the car. And this is a media player. This actually here is a picture of the machine that you would turn in your quests to. Different than the part sucker, but this is hard to tell. But these are basically videos, like instructional videos. Shows you the economic system, the quest system, the garage tools and stuff. And there's a media player, so I guess if you find the DVDs or whatever out in the world, you can play them through that chicken media thing. So anyway, it's kind of neat. You know, they've done a lot of work, a lot of updates. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to escape out of here. I'm going to exit and save. And this takes a minute. It saves like a bunch of crap up here. Normally I would try to get up on the roof. There's a ladder right there on the left, and I would look around, but I'm not going to bother here because this is sort of a dead end for me. What I want to do is start a new playthrough, and we'll get that kicked off here, and I'll explain why all of these things are happening. So in the main menu, I'm going to click Garage. Now, once you get into the garage, it seems to be like a, you know, it's separate from any of your save games. Time doesn't seem to pass in there. There's no, you know, hunger and thirst, and let's say you don't have to eat, you know, and that kind of stuff. No zombies, at least that I've seen. So it seems to be a safe place that you can take your time and do stuff. You do have to upload things into it. There's a few things in there, like there's a little bit of gas, and there's, you know, a little bit of paint, a little bit of water and stuff. Why are these still here? These should not be here. I deleted this. This is my issue. So these things here, I'm not going to pick it up. Like it says I can remove it. There they go. All right. I did delete those two. But you saw it quickly, right? So there was one of those neon controllers or whatever stuck to it, and I cannot get rid of that. I cannot get it off the car. If I pick it up, I can't put it down. I have to restart and come back into the garage. Then I can drop it, but it's still back on the car. So it essentially creates a copy of it. So that's why I say remove the things from your cars before you upload them here. So what I was, you know, I realized that what I have to do is, that was a Bonphiac that I had built in my original video. Now it doesn't delete it from the save game, right? That save game is still out there, but it deletes it from the garage. Because I can't get rid of that stupid controller. And it was the same with the nice UAZ. I really love the colors on that UAZ, but I can't save it. I mean, I can save it, but I can't get rid of the stupid neon controllers, and also the little CD player that you can attach to the car. I couldn't get rid of that either. So I think it may end up being true for a lot of different things. You know, police lights and other things that you stick to your car. And this was a completed car, but for some reason in the conversion process in the upload to the garage, it is now at 48 out of 49. So I don't know what's missing. This is one I just built. This is a GTR that I had built in a previous playthrough and uploaded. It also came through with one missing part, and I don't know why. In here I have the cart from the back rooms and the Bonphiac. So you can decide, you know, control what you put on the showcase and stuff. And this was the first one I uploaded, so it's telling me that I think this is a completed, original. I think if I take a wheel off, okay, I can do it here and drop it. Right now it tells me 22 out of 24. If I put that back on, yeah, so this is a complete cart. This didn't lose any parts coming in. But yeah, you have this nice little showcase. You can control it with this thing. You can control how fast it spins around. You can decide what car you want to put in there. There are some random tires in here for some reason. So there's some offices over here, but this is the bulk of it. So this is the storage system. So when you put something in the part sucker, it ends up in here. So you can come over here, look at your screen. So I had previously bought the windshield, and this should be the thing that I bought. Ought to be in here, I thought. Where is the thing that I bought? Okay, I don't know. Maybe I have to go back to the save game. I don't friggin' know. I thought it would have showed up in there. Is there more? There's not more. So the turbo is here that I uploaded. So let's take out, I put a couple of food things in here. So let's take out bread and sausage. So 5338. So 5338. And one of these little doors will open. You can just pull it out. Now I've got a box. If I just left click on the box again, now I've got a hamburger. So there's a table over here that had some pizza to start with. I have added a hot dog. And now we'll add a sausage burger. I just thought it would be fun to have like an example of all the stupid food items, you know, just as decorations in the garage. So let's do the burger. 9286, 9286. Open this, we'll grab the box. They come in with me, click. So now I've got a burger. And these pizza slices you can actually eat too. I have not seen these pizza slices in a playthrough yet, but I also haven't. I haven't gone super far in one of the new playthroughs, so that's kind of funny. There's a little, I don't know if it's a pancake sandwich or something that you start off with in your garage. It's like sitting in a vise. What else do I have in here? So I have this. Let's grab this windshield. 3761. Boom. Yeah, so this I bought previously. You know, from the same way that I bought that thing, and it showed up in here. Maybe it shows up as a box in your game and I uploaded it. I don't know. But boom, it's a brand new part. I don't know, it cost me like $1,000 or something. So now we're at 58. So I just need that floor mat that I think I bought. So anyway, I'm not super worried about that. I'll just buy it again. But the point of it is, you know, I've unlocked a few things in here. I spent some money not really knowing what I was doing. But this is the tire changer thing. So I don't know if I can grab one of these tires. Throw it on here. I don't really know how to use this. I've never done it. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work. This is a car lift. You can put a car in here, and then you can change. Yeah, like you can lift the car up. You can also change a lot of stuff to do with the suspension, you know, like ride height, and you can change, you know, the angle at which your tires, you know, will stick out and how far they stick out from the side of your car and all of that. So you can do some funky stuff in that. Not super interested in that. This is like a wrap station, and I think this is part of, I'm not sure how to use that. Let's see if we can mess with it. Let's pull this turbo out, because I don't really care about the turbo. 4831. Open this, grab the box. Here's the turbo. Can I put it here? I don't know. Packaging a parcel. Oh, all right, I see. So it's not going to let me put it in here, but yeah, it's barking because this isn't a, okay. So that just puts it in a box if you come back with a part. I'm just going to right click and take it out again. Can I put this back in the thing? Yeah, I can. Okay. Just experimenting, goofing around. So we sucked up the part. There is a battery charger over here. This one does not have much gas. Like I said, there are a couple of little cans of gas laying around like this thing, but it's not fully gas, right? They both have water in it, so it's not great. I have uploaded this barrel, which is full of diesel. And I had planned to do that with water and some other things. Oh yeah, I got a water barrel. 3853. So again, this has like a limited space. So you do have to come back here and clean it out every once in a while. 3853. So in this little tiny box, which I can run with, you know what? I'm going to put the water. No, we'll leave it out here. I'm going to click that. Now I can't run because it's a giant heavy thing of water. So I'm just going to put it here and I'll move it around as needed. So we've got a big source of water. We got diesel. I need to do the same thing eventually with petrol. I don't even know if you need it here, but I just thought it would be handy to be able to, you know, fill up cars or whatever we need to while we're here. You got your soda machine. It's very dark in here. I don't like that. Can you turn these on? I guess you can just take them. So these are here, and it looks like, you know, you can grab items from around the world, bring them in here and decorate, and so on. A lot of this stuff you can pick up and move around. I don't really want to mess with it because I'm just going to ruin it. It looks good as it is. I kind of wish you could turn these lights on, you know. Get some illumination in here. But yeah, so this is just a door to the other side of the parking lot. That's just a bathroom over there. You can go pee if you need to. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of about it. There's, I think the computer for this building is it over here? I don't know where it is. It's probably back in your office or something. Or it's this one. Which one is it? No, it's out on the floor, right? It's way over here. Yeah. So this is the computer that you use for here if you want to look at stuff, do things. I think I put a couple... No, I guess I didn't. Maybe this. Yeah, this I uploaded as well. Engine oil. And I placed it on one of these shelves. Anyway, it's kind of neat. This I was goofing around with, just placing. So there's a lot of stuff you can do, a lot of customizing. I do enjoy the monetization system. But let's go... I will quit blabbing. Let's kick off a new playthrough. So I have covered myself on the Bonphiac. So let's start a UAZ build. So let's exit out of here. All right, this will take a minute, and I will bring you back. What I'm going to do is start off with the UAZ, and I'm going to start at night so we can collect some food and different things, and I will bring you guys back when we start that process. Okay, so we're going to kick off a brand new save. I'm titling it UAZ and Cash Money. Make it easier for me to go back in my list of save games and figure out what the hell I did in this one. So I figured I've already built all these cars so I can start with whatever car I want, but I figured I'll do it like you would if you were brand new starting the game. So you start with a data generally, I think, in the very beginning. we'll play normal, so there will be zombies and stuff in the beginning. I've cranked up the probability of occurrence just so you get more parts. I think this is all default except for starting at night. I like to start at night in the house because you can collect, you know, some food and water and stuff, and then by the time you get in the car and actually head down the road, you know, it's daytime, so you're not wasting daytime doing your basic stuff. Let's see, this stuff is all default. Leaving thirst and hunger, fuel consumption, all of this stuff. I have disabled car rust and cleanliness. You know, when you find the car, it's going to be dirty, but once you clean it, it stays clean, and then once you shine it, it stays shiny. I have cranked up the points of interest frequency. Not quite all the way, but a little higher. And I've doubled the tire wear, so tire is, you get 82 kilometers versus, because the tires are less frequent now, I think. The ones that you need anyway. You know, there's tires everywhere, but the ones that you want for your specific car are harder to find. So let's get this game started. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of introduce some of the new features, you know, at least the ones that I've played with and figured out so far. A couple of the gotchas that I have already run into, and you know, again, it's early access, so you know, it's fine. But I feel like, yeah, we'll kick this off. We're going to have to find ourselves a UAZ chassis somewhere. So we have started at night. All right, get off my screen. I don't want that, really. Engine oil is almost no engine oil in there, so that's kind of pointless. So first things first, let's, we need a tiny bit of water, and we need a tiny bit of engine oil. So hopefully we got both of those in here. I don't see any water at all. That's fantastic. Well, we don't super need it at the moment, but we do have a water thing out back, right? So let's take this. This is engine oil. Let's dump this into the engine block, not the radiator. So I'm going to open this and let it spill out. And then I'm going to use that container for water. So we close that. Let's go around back. I guess we can check if there are any parts out here. I don't see any, just these glow tubes. Maybe we'll throw some glow tubes on this car, because I don't super care about the data. Turn this on. And yeah, see, it's filling up. It doesn't like the fact that it's red because it's not a true water container, but we can use it. So let's dump this in. Whoop, close. All right, I'm not going to take that with me. We'll find water on the way. We'll close that. So we're good under the hood, man. Close, close. There we go. What do we got for rocket fuel? We're at about half mast for rocket fuel. That is petrol and engine oil. That's no good. Diesel, no good. There's a little bit of petrol. We'll throw that in here. I think I have to open this. So we'll put as much petrol as we can in here just so we don't have to worry about it. What's that one? I don't want to put pee in there, for example, or water, or anything to dilute the liquid, you know, because then you have trouble with the car. All right, we're almost full. A little bit of petrol. All right, so we should be able to find working gas stations and stuff. Close that. Close. Why won't it let me close that? So this car should be runnable at this point. And what I'll do is I'll brush it off. Let's brush it off. Did that work? Okay, it used to blink. I'm not seeing it blink now. Scrub, scrub. Okay, you get the noise, but you don't get the. Nice. Well, whatever. What is that in the car? Did I knock that in there? Oh, this brush was lasting a long time. All right, enough of that. I don't really care about the paint. So I'm going to grab... So the nice thing about the quest system, right, is that the quest system spans all of your saves and the garage. These lockers are just, like, you know, for Steam items you've unlocked through the... How do I get out of this? Let me out. Exit. Well, the slot machines, you know, as you find them, you used to get... There used to be a backpack here in the house. There is no longer a backpack in the house to start with, so... we do have zombies enabled in different things, so I am going to take a health kit. I'm going to try to stick that there between the seat. I have had all kinds of trouble with the crates, so there's a crate up here somewhere. You know, I can't fit the crate in this car, sadly, but you can fill this up with other things. But I have problems with the crates losing stickiness, like to, say, I'm just going to drink this because we are getting thirsty. Like if you have a roof rack, you know, and you drop the, this is purple, so we can take this. I am going to throw these on the floor over here. I'm just going to throw a few cans of soda and some food. Make sure this isn't alcohol. All right, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to collect this rocket launcher. I'm going to throw that in the car. I don't know if I can get on the roof. And then I will pick you up on the road. So let's see. There's usually food. There's a couple of cans of food here. So I'm just going to load up, and I will pick you guys up at the first POI, which is probably where we'll stop here for the day. Oh, I forgot. This is what I wanted to point out. So over here in your device in your garage where you start, a lot of times you have this this little tomato. I don't know if it's a sandwich or pancake sandwich. I don't know. But I want to take this and I want to upload this to the garage. Just to put it on one of those tables for decorations anyway. Because I've never seen that anywhere in the game other than when you first start. But I also haven't played a bazillion million hours. Alright, so we're just about ready to go. I'm going to see if I can get on the roof. A lot of times there's a AK on the roof. I'm going to start. There we go. So, all right, I'll bring you back when we get to a POI. All right. All right, this is perfect. I don't think we got any zombies here. It looks like it's morning. So we do have the upload station, so we could upload the data if we wanted to. I do not want to. I don't want to take up a spot. You only start off with a handful of slots, and I have purchased a couple more. So if we go in here, I've already showed this a couple times, but so yeah, I don't know if you only get 4 or 5, but I've used those. I've bought at least a couple. I do want to buy more because I still want to go back into my old saves and see if, you know, because I built I don't know, the C18, and I built the what is it the IAF or whatever it is, the giant truck. Hey, we got a data in here. So Yeah, so I'll poke through here, maybe see what parts we can put on our car. We got a little bit of cash. I don't have a backpack yet. But there should be an ATM here, I think. Yeah, so the ATM just automatically opens for you. And I just drop it in the slot, left click, and we got 20 bucks. And I'm hungry, I gotta eat something. So I'm gonna poke around here. We do have a quest to turn in a Musco tire. I think that, no, that's a GTR. Wow, all of these are GTRs. It's an instrument cluster. Does this go to our car? No, this might go to the pickup truck or something. So let's see if we can find a Musco tire. It doesn't even say. This is a Musco tire with the white wall. So I'm going to jam this in the car. There's no way to turn it in here. We can suck up parts from here if we want. I don't think there's any food here. So I'm going to stick this. Let's see. Because we can turn that in for some cash the next time we find one of the quest stations. So, okay, well, I think I'm going to call it here, guys. I will try to get up on the roof and explore. There's probably a little bit more money up there, maybe another 20 bucks or something. And I'm just going to see what we can put on for parts. And is there a parts? There is a parts sucker over here, right? I already said that, yeah. So I may upload a few cans of paint and stuff just to have some paint at the shop. But yeah, short of that, thank you so much as always. If you find yourself enjoying what we do, if you're pulling for Hrph, if you want to see us continue to play Drive Beyond Horizons, do throw us a like, a comment. Consider subscribing if you haven't, as all these things do help out a small channel. And as always, I look forward to seeing everybody in the next one.